Welcome back to Montana this morning, everyone. The time is 6:47. Take a look over the Magic City, or parts of it, as we look down from Zimmerman Park. A beautiful view to get our day started. Plenty of clouds in the sky and snow on the ground. Let's go ahead and get started now with our top story. Parts of the Northeast are bracing for the threat of a second possible nor'easter. The system dumped heavy snow in the northern plains and upper Midwest Monday. States along the East Coast could get hit with strong winds, heavy snow, and coastal flooding beginning tonight. That first storm is being blamed for at least 9 deaths. Closer to home, the City of Billings public transit system is looking at the possibility of upgrades and expansions. More than 500,000 trips are made by riders every year. Of Met's 25 buses, 17 are at least 12 years old and eligible for replacement. That purchase would come with a $7.6 million price tag, which is more than the transit system has available. Another financial issue is the effect of state budget cuts on paratransit riders. With other companies unable to afford the services, paratransit riders have turned to Met to meet their needs. Yet another challenge is keeping up with the city's growth. The funding isn't available for a new route, which can cost anywhere from $250,000 to $400,000 per year.
Basically, you have to look at the Met as a public service, and that's how we try to approach it. It's never going to be a moneymaker. It won't even ever break even. Like I said, we're looking a little better, and enough that we might be able to actually continue to go down the road where the path we're trying to get down to right now by replacing some buses and getting some new technology. But like I said, we're very vulnerable to fuel prices, because without fuel, we don't run.
Met is looking to upgrade technology, including electronic payment and e-ticket systems. It's currently testing a bus locator app that they hope will increase ridership. At this time, no future voter mill levy is planned. Elsewhere, 2 people were sent to the hospital last night with non-life-threatening injuries after a 2-vehicle crash in the Billings Heights. Billings police say a Chevy Trailblazer headed north on Main ran a red light and T-boned a westbound sedan as it entered the intersection from the Bench connector. That accident occurred around 7 o'clock Monday evening, forcing police to divert northbound traffic on Main for more than an hour. Both of the vehicle's drivers were women, and they were the only occupants inside each vehicle. Although no citations were issued at the scene, the driver of the Trailblazer is being investigated for possible alcohol-related offenses. On to Crime Watch. A shooting on the Fort Peck Indian Reservation is under investigation. Sheridan County Sheriff's deputies responded to a residence in the tiny community of Reserve, south of Plentywood, Saturday evening to reports of a shooting. Border Patrol agents assisted deputies in talking the suspect into peacefully surrendering. The suspect, Jonathan Black Jr., was arrested. The unidentified victim was transported to Sheridan Memorial Hospital in Plentywood. Because the suspect is a tribal member and the shooting occurred on the reservation, the FBI is leading the investigation. From the courthouse, an employee of a Livingston medical marijuana dispensary denies allegations that he sold the drug to someone without a medical marijuana card. 40-year-old Gary Profit pleaded not guilty Monday in Park County District Court to 1 count of distributing dangerous drugs. Profit allegedly sold over 127 grams of marijuana products to a confidential informant at High Country Buds in Livingston last year. Court documents state the informant wore a wire to record the interaction. Profit could be heard telling the informant to use the marijuana discreetly until the person could obtain a medical marijuana card. And meanwhile, a court ruling declares the state is not responsible for asbestos claims linked to a vermiculite mine in Libby. Instead, the ruling states private insurer, the National Indemnity Company of Omaha, Nebraska, is responsible for a multi-million-dollar settlement. In 2011, the state agreed to settle the claims from those harmed by the mine's asbestos fibers for $43 million. Because of an insurance policy owned by the state 45 years ago, the state argued that the insurance company should be responsible. Late last week, District Judge Holly Brown of Bozeman agreed, ruling that the insurance company must pay the settlement along with the state's defense costs and any pre-judgment interest. The company could appeal the decision to the state Supreme Court. The lawsuit said state inspectors knew about dangers from asbestos fibers at the mine as early as the 1950s, but did nothing to inform the workers or the public. In other court news, Yellowstone County has a new judge on the bench. Jessica Fair, a former federal prosecutor for the U.S. Attorney's Office in Billings, was appointed by Governor Steve Bullock to fill the seat left open after Ingrid Gustafson was appointed to the Montana Supreme Court in December. Fair is the second new judge to join the Yellowstone County District Court. Donald Harris was appointed this past fall to replace Judge Russ Fagg, who resigned to run for the U.S. Senate. Now we go to Helena, where John Seck, Montana's Deputy Commissioner of Higher Education, will become the new president of Carroll College. Born in Butte, Seck has a doctorate in higher education and has worked for the Montana University system for 16 years. The Carroll College Board of Trustees made the announcement Monday, saying Seck will be a strong leader for the campus. Seck says he's honored and humbled to take over the helm at Carroll College.
The first thing I'm going to do as an official saint after I finish the interviews today, I want to take a little time and walk around campus and just meet everyone, say hello. Hopefully there's some students here at spring break.
Seck will be the 18th president of Carroll College and will assume his duties in June. Previously, Seck served as dean at the College of Technology here in Billings, and prior to that was also a dean and instructor at Rocky Mountain College. And last, before we get to Ed, here's an update on our little friends at Zoo Montana, the Otter Pups. The zoo started a fundraiser to help cover the cost of raising the 4 rejected otter pups born last month. In its Facebook post, the zoo says the pups have strained its winter budget. So far, the community has pitched in more than $5,000 of the $7,500 goal. The zoo is asking for donations to help pay for extra vet care and special food for the pups, dubbed the Fab Four. Zoo Director Jeff Ewalt says the otter babies are eating like champs and gaining weight fast. If you would like to donate, you can find a link on this story at KTVQ.com. Ed, I love how these otter pups have become a big part of our community, and everyone's kind of rooting them on and hoping for the best.
Absolutely. They're awfully cute. Of course, we were fortunate to have them make a little guest appearance here on Montana this morning, and it was really cool. And of course, the keepers have really been doing a great job. They've been going marathon sessions just to make sure that they get fed every few hours.
Just like a real human baby mom. I mean, they are working around the clock and just dedicated to making sure these pups are healthy and grow up to be strong little otters.
That's right. And there's 4 of them, so that's a lot of feeding going on.
That is a lot of work. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And